Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Bioconductor Awards ceremony. Hello. Thank you guys for coming to the Bioconductor Awards ceremony for 2023. The Bioconductor Awards were initiated in 2020 to recognize outstanding members of the bioconductor community for various contributions to the project, ranging from outstanding documentation and helping extensively on our support forums, to new package development for new technologies, to lifetime contributions to the project, to enhancing bioconductors' diversity, equality, and inclusion, and many other reasons that people can earn these awards. Everyone is welcome to nominate people for these awards. The award nomination form is announced and posted about 5 months before this conference and stays open for several weeks. So you can nominate your lab mates, your mentors, some stranger you found really helpful. And everyone that is nominated is considered and voted on by the Technical Advisory Board and the Community Advisory Board. And we're really excited to have this year's awardees. So first up, we have Matthew Ritchie. So I'll read a little summary of the some of the justifications and kind comments that were submitted by people. So Matt has contributed to and supervised the development of many excellent packages in the bioconductor universe, including SC pipe, bead array, glimma, cell bench, etc. However, what stands out are his contributions to make workflows more accessible to users. His 2016 F1000 paper is probably one of the most used bioinformatic tutorials in the world. His wish to educate scientists has driven him to teach workshops in Australia and China. This sense of promoting bioconductor use around the world also led him to lead the Community Advisory Board for several years as chair and co-chair. In this role, he has emphasized diversity, education, and transparency. In summary, the Bioconductor project has become stronger through Matt's outstanding contributions. So Matt is joining us virtually. So Matt, would you like to say a few words? Matt, are you there? He was there. We tested it. Maybe. I think it's showing that you're muted on our end, Matt.
Are you off to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't heard anything for the last few minutes. I'm really sorry. So I'm sure there was some.
Oh no.
It's also 1:30 in the morning, so yes, I didn't hear any of that. So, but thank you. I think I know what I'm here for. Maybe I'll impute.
I mean, as long as does anyone mind if I reread his justification to us?
It's really an online meeting.
So Matt has contributed to and supervised the development of many excellent packages in the
There's still no sound. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
But I'm happy to say a few words and guess maybe. So thank you for. My sound must be off. Can you hear me? No? No? Okay. Oh, okay. Great. Well, I won't swear. I'll keep it clean. I'll impute from maybe what was said. But yeah, thanks a lot. I'm really honored to receive a Bioconductor Award. Okay. I did write a note just because, and I might refer to that. So yeah, I'm sorry not to be able to there in person, but it's really great to have the flexibility to attend online. So thanks to the organisers for making that a possibility. yeah, a few years ago, it occurred to me that the part of the world that I live in didn't really have the sorts of meetings that you're all attending at the moment. So I was really interested in setting some up. So was glad to be able to set up some meetings that happen in the kind of Asia Pacific region over a few years. So thanks to everyone who's helped organize those and attend those. So that's been great. And I'm glad that that series continues, especially Martin Morgan, who attended those early meetings on his own budget and was very generous with his time to run workshops and get people excited about Bioconductor in the Asia Pacific region. Also, thanks heaps to all the Community Advisory Board members, past and present, who again very generously gave of their time to attend meetings. Just as the pandemic was kicking off, it was, I think Susan Holmes said, maybe this is not such a great thing to be starting now. There'll be a lot of people under all kinds of pressure around the place, but it was great to come together each month and set up things that hopefully can continue into the future. And it's really great to have a community manager now, get some funding, and hopefully that can build into the future. So thanks to all the members there. And finally, maybe something I'm most pleased of is our little sticker collection. So you can't see the back of my laptop, but I'm very pleased of the Bioconductor sticker collection that continues to grow and adds a little bright spot at the top, of each vignette, or you can hand out at a workshop. So do keep the creative process going in the sticker design and add it to the Bioconductor sticker repository. So thanks again.
Thanks, Matt. And you do get an award sticker, so you'll have your 2023 award sticker to add to that collection. Our next awardee is Susan Holmes. So Susan is also joining virtually, but Susan Holmes has been an active contributor to the Bioconductor project since the early days of the project. She provided excellent contributions to the package development, supervision, and training, diverse community building, and dissemination activities over a substantial period of time. Susan has inspired the next generation of researchers by supporting their active participation at all career levels and backgrounds, and demonstrated how the R Bioconductor data science framework can be instrumental for developing and disseminating research that bridges the gap between modern applied statistics and real-world life science data. Bioconductor says thank you, Susan.
Thank you. I don't know if you hear me, because I'm not sure about the platforms. That's great. Thank you so much. Of course, I'm very thankful to the people I first met in the community, and Wolfgang Huber and Rob Gentleman were two of them. And of course, with Wolfgang, we went ahead and wrote a book, which was a real time sink and maybe a mistake in some level, but we're very happy to have done it. And we continue to teach and think that we can teach biologists how to understand the statistics they're using. And I'm very thankful that I had postdocs like Joey McMurdy and Ben Callahan, who saw my vision of trying to introduce Bioconductor to the microbiome community and really push for it. And I'm also thankful that this community has taken off on its own. And we have, GitHub issue community, which is very, very strong, and lots of people looking after each other. So I think the community themselves is self-sustaining and very, very beneficial and helpful to beginners. I'm hoping for the future that we'll be able to go and do more, courses. And of course, the Carpentries has developed wonderful tools to be able to make lessons. And we're hoping that that will be a good next step. I really liked JJ's talk, because I think that for me, in the future, what holds is we're trying to completely change the publication business. And that would be my priority. And I encourage you all to submit papers to the Journal of Open Source Software, for instance, where I'm an editor. And that we go forward with open source editing so that the publishers don't control as much of the science as they have done previously. Thank you very much. And sorry not to be there. I'm not really sorry not to be there. I'm not coming to, I'm in the south of Portugal, and you're in Boston, and I lived in Boston, so I know what Boston is like, you know. So, but I do think it's wonderful. The virtual platform has been great. And we you know, it's enabled us to do training across the world. I do training with India and Africa and all kinds of places where it would have been absolutely impossible. So I think that people were under a lot of stress, but also we're much less isolated than we were before COVID because of this. And I'm thankful for that. Okay, bye-bye.
Thanks, Susan. Our next awardee is Konstantin Elman-Etze. Who thankfully isn't here in person to receive his award. So, and I will read your justification. Despite being early in his career, Konstantin has already contributed several interesting and highly used packages to Bioconductor, spanning both infrastructure and statistical methodology. Some examples are GLM Gamma Poi, which fits a Gamma Poseidon generalized linear model, and Transform Gamma Poi for variance stabilization transformation of Gamma Poseidon models, as well as highly replicated RNA-seq for the collaboration of bulk RNA-seq experiments with many replicates, and PRO-DA for differential abundance analysis of labeled free mass spectrometry data. Konstantin writes clear documentation for his packages and is actively involved in the Bioconductor community, for instance, through his continuous participations in the Bioconductor conferences. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. Yes, so I'm very glad that I can actually be here in person. So I've been going to Bioconductor Europe conferences since 2017 in Cambridge, and it's been since then one of my favorite kind of conferences, and I'm really happy to be part of this community. And I would like to use this opportunity to also thank all the people who have helped me feeling welcome in the community and helped me along if I had problems with my packages or if I wasn't sure how to best approach things. So I want to thank the people for helping us develop, I think has been one of the most impactful packages in Bioconductor for me. It's a sparse matrix stats. So there I got feedback from Hervé. I got feedback from Pete Higgins. I got feedback from Mike Smith, Aaron Lunn. Simon Anders was the person who originally brought me into the Bioconductor universe for the PRO-DA work. And then also, of course, my current supervisor, Wolfgang Huber, has been just a big champion for everything open source and Bioconductor. And thank you so much.
And our last awardee for the 2023 awards is Simona Bell, who is joining us virtually. So Simona has been essential in organizing committees over the past several years, including the annual Bioconductor Conference, EuroBioC Conference, and numerous other special events, workshops, and courses like SAMA. Simona is an unsung hero, making all of these events run and operate smoothly, from handling bookings, reservations, registration, catering, scheduling, and much more. Her attention to detail and the ability to adapt to every scenario allows her to handle any situation that arises with professionalism and grace. Her experience in planning and project coordinating shines in every event. Simona also is doing an amazing job coordinating activities of the newly formed European Bioconductor Society, which facilitates organization and logistics of bioconductor activities and events across Europe. The Bioconductor organization appreciates Simona's efforts and contributions. Thank you, Simona.
Yeah, so thanks very much for this very kind justification and very kind words. Yeah, I heard everything you said. And I actually would love to be in Boston, but this was not possible. Maybe I will join the next conference for sure. I also want to say thanks very much to Laurie, to Erica, and to the Community Advisory Board for this award. It means a lot to me, but also for keeping the award alive since 2020. So it is really a great initiative as recognition for really great people who are working in this bioconductor community worldwide. So I first heard about Bioconductor in 2014 when I started working at EMBL in Heidelberg in the working group of Wolfgang Huber. And so I am a project manager. I had never been exposed to so many geeks, software developers, bioinformaticians, people like this before. It took me a while to get used to this, but I must say, you are fantastic people. I love this community. The idea is great. And I wish Bioconductor all the very best for the future. And I will certainly miss it when I leave EMBL one day. And so I wish you a great time and enjoy the conference. The conference is fantastic. You are great. Thanks very much.
So let's give all of our awardees one last big round of applause. And again, this is open to everyone and relies off of you guys nominating who you've found most helpful and think are contributing and really pushing the project forward. So always look for the call about, again, 4 or 5 months before this conference. We announce it in a lot of places, and we want to recognize all of you because really each and one of you really probably deserves an award for what you're doing in your individual research goals and pushing the project forward. And we appreciate all the work that all of you do. Any other organizational announcements before we break for lunch? Happy BioC 2023.